What's up, everybody? Hey, 2 weeks went pretty quick, man. I'm a little grumpier than usual, Doug. I've been working out and I've been actually eating right because, I'm getting close to 60. I'm 56. And, you get older, it gets a little tougher. So I decided that I would lose a couple of pounds. I know I look good already. I got the pipes. I look pretty good. But, I got to get in a little better shape because, I'm getting to my golden years in life. And I don't want to struggle anymore. I'm tired, I'm tired of being a little heavy. So I'm actually doing something about it. But I'll tell you what, man, eating right is tough. When you can't eat pizza and bagels and shit that you love being Italian.
I'm so hungry. Shut up. I haven't eaten lunch today all day. I know. Look at me. Look at my widow's peak. I mean, look at my hair. I mean, I'm losing this is the worst.
But
I can't be fat and bald. I can't.
Well, that's my problem. I was bald already, so I can't be fat. I'm already good looking, but I don't want to be bald and fat.
And
but
humble.
I'm acting humble. I'm very modest too. But so I decided that I've lost 14 pounds now. So I got, I lost 14. I want to lose about another 10, and then keep it off, and we'll see. The hard part is keeping it off. Yeah. But you're back in Florida, man. You were in Carolina. Now you're here. Tell me what's going on.
Well, I know I'm back in Florida when I have to avoid road rage. It's amazing. Every time I come to Florida, I'm not on the road more than 20 minutes and somebody cuts me off. Like, you put your blinker on, that just means the person in that lane is going to speed up. You know what I mean? And listen, I'm not praising South Carolina, but those people are down to, here people are crazy.
And it's always the littlest guy that has the biggest mouth that pulls you off. He cuts you over and you look at him. He's a little nothing. And he's like screaming at you in his car, But, people are getting a little bit more aggressive. I've noticed that too. I think because, the police aren't as strict anymore. All the cops are afraid to pull over people for wrongful lane changes and everything. The cops are getting a little more lackadaisical, and you got people being a little more aggressive. My favorite one is when someone cuts you off and hits a light. It's like he hit a light anyway. It's like he got nowhere. He cut you off and pissed you off for no reason at all.
Everybody in Florida is in a hurry to go nowhere.
Exactly.
Like they're racing by you, and there's traffic. I hate when it's traffic. Yeah. And I like to keep a safe distance. A little safe distance. And then people come up behind me. Come on! I'm like, where the hell you want me to go, dumbass?
Exactly.
Everybody's doing 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Anyway, so welcome back to Florida. Yeah,
exactly.
And sweating again. I've changed. I got to wear 3 t-shirts a day in Florida, man. I can't.
Love it here. I wouldn't change it for my life. But hey, listen, not everybody can be cool, calm, and collected like my man Tom Brady. Not everybody's cool, calm, and collected like my man. My man's cool, calm, and collected, man. Hey, the second lowest paid quarterback because he gives his money away. He wants to make his teammates better. He wants to bring great players in. That's what he wants to do. And you know what? He got rewarded. And a lot of these people are giving him a hard time. They paid him $375 million for 10 years.
Well, they're offering him. They haven't paid him.
But they're offering $375 million for 10 years. But you know what? I think he's earned it. And Dan Lebitard and Shannon Sharp are complaining. First of all, Shannon Sharp, why are you getting paid? Sounds like you have marbles in your mouth. You can't even talk, and you're getting paid $10 million a year. Okay, Brady deserves every penny he gets. He put his time on the field, and you know what? He knows enough about football. I like to listen to him. Hey, a guy that's won 7 Super Bowls, I want to hear what he has to say.
Of course, you want to listen to him. You want to play with his nuts too.
Hey, you know what it is? I love the way he does. I become
You love him,
but not even just him. I'm a big fan of Shaq also because Shaq has the same personality. He likes to give back, and that's what success should be. You should help others. You should always try and help others, and that's why I like him. So, but what do you think about the contract? You think he deserves it?
Listen, nothing better on earth than getting ready to retire from one high-paying gig to just start a new high-paying gig.
But I don't think he needs the money. I think
who said he needs the money?
No, I think he's doing it because of the love of the game. I think they could have paid him less. I think that's something they offered him.
There's an old saying: when you're ripe, you rot. When you're green, you grow. Everybody I've ever worked with in retirement, the minute they retire, if they don't do something, bam, a year later they're dead. So why not? I mean, I always said that people always ask me about being a cruise line comic. I'm like, listen, I'll be a cruise line comic in my 60s. You know what I mean? I'll wait till I'm on my 60s and I just want to get out of the house for a couple of weeks.
So here's the next question, Doug. What is the year that he retires? That's the next question. Is it going to be next year? There's a rumor going around, and it could be true, and I like to see it. I love to see it. There's a rumor that he's going to the Miami Dolphins next year. Does it happen? He's got a house in South Beach. Well, he's got a house here.
I'm sure the Miami Dolphin fans would be happy about that. They haven't had a winning season in quite a long time.
Can you imagine this man's almost 46 years old and people are begging to have this guy? What was the last athlete that was in their mid to late 40s and people were just drooling to get? Has there ever happened? Has there ever been an athlete that was over 40 years old that everybody wanted? I mean, nobody wanted Favre when he left, went to the Jets. Nobody wanted, well, Peyton Manning, I guess they did want him, but he had just reached 40. But
the copper bands wanted Favre. They wanted him for all his knee replacement stuff and all this.
And he was a tough guy, man.
Yeah.
But there's never been an athlete like this. But good for him, and I'm so glad they're going to pay him this, and I'm going to watch him without a doubt. So I'll let you talk about the next story about with Putin.
Well, a lot of people are thinking there's some positivity in this war with Ukraine because a lot of people now are thinking, and it's been now posted by the Ukrainian intelligence. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know how intelligent the Ukrainian. They're doing a good job. But anyway, they're saying that the coup to remove cancer-stricken Putin underway in Russia, and it's going to happen. People say he has cancer in the blood.
Yep. But how is it something can he be removed? I mean, he has such a big army. There's so many people for him.
Well, that's what a coup means.
Yeah,
a coup,
I know what it means.
There's got to be somebody. Yeah. There's got to be a bunch of people
it would have to be a lot.
Putin.
Yeah. I get it, but I'm saying, how powerful is Putin that he'd be hard to overthrow? Wouldn't he be very hard to overthrow?
Well, I don't think that. I mean, listen, I haven't spent much time in Russia lately. I wonder if the road rage is as bad in Russia. Everybody's got cameras in their cars in Russia because there's so many accidents and everybody cheats. So you have to have a camera. But yeah, listen, there's people there that aren't happy. You can't be going on with this and trying to tell people there's nothing going on.
No.
And the people are beginning to revolt. And
a lot of people are revolting, but I'd like to see that happen, obviously, because he's been in power way too long, and he's a dictator.
Enough.
He's a dictator. We got rid of.
Did you see that thing on the news when they showed the phosphorus bombs landing on that Mariupol, or whatever?
Yep.
That was badass. I mean, I don't know what the hell it was.
But Ukraine has been holding tight, man. They've been holding tight against
pushing them back
Russia.
to their borders in some areas.
Been holding very tight, man. So
and the United States, I think it was Lockheed Martin. When it was Lockheed Martin or Northrop Grumman had their second successful test on the supersonic missile. So the U.S. is arming themselves with supersonic missiles now. So
nice. Got to get powerful, man. We got to be ready, prepared, man.
Yeah,
got to be ready.
So, but listen, that's what we need. Let's get him. It wouldn't be great. You wake up, Putin has been found dead.
Yeah.
Yep. With a knife in his back.
That'd be nice to see his people take him out. It's hard, man. When you get that powerful, even a guy like, remember Pablo Escobar was not even a politician, and he was so powerful. And you get so powerful, you have your own army. Your army's stronger than your country's, and that's the problem. So, he's been a menace for a while, and they haven't been able to do anything for a while. Let's see what happens. Usually when someone else steps in is when you're able to remove.
Well, let's hope so.
Yep.
Hey, speaking of stepping in, I don't know if you saw that story, but there was this guy in one of these little 4-seater planes. Could you imagine being on a plane?
Wow.
And you're sitting in the back. Yeah, we're gonna get to we're heading to the.
Let's party.
Yeah, we're heading to a party, and all of a sudden you see the pilot's head
drop
go.
Dead.
Oh shit! And we have a pilot on the plane.
Didn't they make a movie called Naked Gun? Wasn't that not Naked Gun? Was the airplane?
Yeah.
They made a movie about that. And
remember the scene blowing up the automatic pilot?
Automatic pilot. But that's got to be. Can you imagine? Like, nothing to panic over here. Does anybody know how to fly a plane?
Yeah.
And you four guys, what do you do for a living? No, what do you do for a living? Oh, you work at a Whole Foods. That's pretty close. Come on, you need to fly this plane now.
Yeah, you've done some stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? I mean, and the guy landed the plane.
Wow.
He didn't know. I mean, he was.
But I got to think planes are a little bit easier to land now than they were years ago. I think.
Really?
I think don't they have? I think so. I'm not saying I could do it.
You sound like one of my liberal friends on Facebook now. I'm sure it's no problem.
Well,
I know it must be easy. All you got to do is hold the stick.
I'm not saying it's easy, but don't they have like all kinds of GPS systems and all kinds of stuff where the planes actually guide themselves?
The commercial airliners pretty much land themselves.
I don't know enough about planes, so it's out of my territory.
I mean, it's one of the smaller planes where it's not like a big plane. Like you got.
Was it like the one you spin the propeller?
Yeah, it was a World War II biplane. Actually, the pilot was on the wing, dancing on the wing when it crashed.
Funny.
So, good for him. And good for stepping up.
Good for the other 3 people.
That guy gets the step up.
Yes.
He gets stepping up award.
Exactly. He's like Sully. Remember Sully back when he landed the plane in the ocean? This guy's a hero, man. Yeah. Now this is a hero. Yeah. Colin Kaepernick never landed a plane.
Never landed a plane.
No. Just kneeled. He became a hero kneeling. He's the only guy I know who became a hero kneeling.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
He kneeled.
Played about 14 good games in the NFL.
Yeah.
Has an arm.
Not in a row. You know, 14 in a row. Good ones.
He has an arm like a clock.
Yeah.
And but he's got an afro.
Yeah.
And it's great.
Exactly. So now at least we're talking about real heroes. And the next story I thought was kind of funny. And I don't know where this happened at. You would tell me this story where the parents sue for not giving them a grandchild. You know, talk about frivolous lawsuits. I mean, was this actually a lawsuit where they got a lawyer? I mean, did they actually have a lawyer and this actually hit the court system?
Yeah. It was in India.
Okay.
You know, so I don't want to be racist doing Indian voice, but we don't want grandkids. You know, we want the kids to help us with
I sue you.
We have kids. A couple in India is suing their only son and his wife for not producing a grandchild. Get in the room and fuck her. Get the fucking. Sanjeev and Sandhana Prasad, 61 and 57 of India.
But how do you take this serious? Like, how do you even take this serious? Is there? I mean, if I was a jury, I'd be like, why are you wasting my time?
Yeah.
Man? I'm like, get the fuck out of here. You know.
The couple is demanding $650,000 of U.S. compensation.
Wow.
$650,000, over $500,000 for not getting a. What if the guy's like, I've been trying to fuck her, I don't know what happened. It's like, maybe I should put it in or let it not
Wrong
pull out.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a problem.
Oh yeah. Oh, I've been fucking her in the ass all this time. No wonder no kid.
Oh,
yeah,
Jesus!
My penis smells like shit.
It just goes to show you could sue anybody for anything, man. I remember back when I worked in the prison systems, and you know, it was like a Muslim that actually killed 3 people. That was in our jails, you know, in the main jail, that was suing our prison system because he didn't have the proper food. You know, he didn't have his religious food, but you could kill people. It actually hit the court systems, and this is the most ridiculous thing, man. You know, you lose your rights after a while, but this one's just really ridiculous because
they start selling falafels in the Broward Detention Center.
But can you imagine you can be a murderer and you can ask for whatever you want? It's
yes,
crazy.
I'm a terrorist and a murderer, but I brought you hummus. The Prasads claim they spent their savings raising their son, also paying for his education to become a pilot, as well as for his lavish wedding in 2016. Hey, you owe me. Yep. Listen, if he's a pilot, he's not having kids because he's fucking every woman, every stewardess.
He might have kids somewhere else.
Yeah,
in other countries.
Listen, just go get. He's probably got a kid in Honolulu somewhere.
Exactly.
You know, that kid's a little darker than the regular Samoan kid. So yeah, that's pretty funny.
All right, so this next story, I don't really know soccer. I guess this is soccer, right?
Yeah, this is in.
Is he a famous player, Marcelo?
He's one of the top players, Marcelo, for Lyon in France for the La Liga France First Division, and he seems to be. He's one of these, cracker guys, like they're wisecrackers.
Yeah.
He said, they were losing, and the coach, the coach and the team captain were trying to get him going for the halftime because they were losing. And this guy's over there going, "Hey, pull my finger."
But you know what's funny? I like this.
Yeah,
coach.
we're losing. Yeah,
but I liked it. But basically, Doug's saying he got kicked off team for farting and laughing. But I like that because in American sports, you're allowed to murder people and you're allowed to play. You're allowed to do all kinds of crazy shit and
beat your
disrespect
wife.
the flag. You can disrespect the flag. You do whatever you want, and you could play. Beat your wife, beat your kids, and you could play. But here, they take shit serious. Listen, I'm paying you a large amount of money, and soccer is a lot of money. I think Messi signed like a $80 million a year contract, some ridiculous contract. And if you're getting paid this kind of money, you shouldn't be goofing around. You should be taking the game serious. There's a lot of people there watching the game that want to cheering for their team, and that head coach can lose his job if they don't win. So good for them.
This guy was repeatedly disciplined for farting among his teammates in the dressing room and laughing in the presence of Jorginho and Boz, who was the coach.
And this guy is actually one of the better players on the team.
Yeah.
So good for that. Good for the coach for making a stand.
Get rid of Stinky. Get rid of this stinky farty guy.
And that's the problem with some of these athletes. They think that they're above the game, and you know what? It's good to humble some people. Humble this guy, and maybe other people will stop acting the fool.
Hey, Mark, put on my finger.
So good for that. I actually respect this. I actually respect it.
Right, good.
I do. All right, so the next story we're talking about, and I think this is kind of linked with the Tom Brady story where the football touchdown, we had to give it back, where they told me you have to give the touchdown back. I didn't know this. So are they saying that you have to give the ball back if it goes in the stands?
I think so. They said there's a rule with the NFL. Okay. If somebody just throws it out or gives it, I don't know if it's a really bad quarterback, like a Dolphin quarterback.
Well, Tua can't reach the stands, so don't worry about Tua.
Okay, yeah. So Tua couldn't reach the stands. Yeah, it's like, oh. But if it hits the stands, they said the reason it has since the 1940 NFL championship game between Washington Chicago beat Washington 73-0. That was a close one.
What do you say at halftime when you're down 73-0? Guys, I remember actually when you guys were playing soccer, and I think you were playing like Deerfield Beach, and you were up like 14-0 at halftime in soccer, which is one goal at a time. What do you tell us, the coach? What do you say? What do you say? What's like the halftime speech when you're getting your ass kicked like that? Like, is there a halftime speech?
I don't think there's a speech.
Has anybody ever just got up and left? Has that ever happened where like you were losing 58-0 in football at halftime of college, and they say, fuck it, we're going to lose and just get in the bus?
I did that in my over 40 soccer league once. I played with all these horrible players. It was like one of these really shitty leagues. And I didn't want to play goal. I was just doing it to lose weight. I was a goalie back in the day. And it was like, I'll play in the field, and they all sucked. Everybody sucked. And I was like screaming and shit at the players. And I was in the goal one time, and the one guy was like, get him, cover him. He was looking at me walking. I'm like, God damn it. And they shut the fuck up. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I walked off, threw all my shit off.
That's funny.
My over 40 soccer. But it says here, back in those days, long ago, it was no big deal to let the football team or football remain in the stands after an extra point until they were down to the last ball.
But not for anything. This is how I feel about it. This is how I think about this. You're paying big money today to go to a football game. And football is not cheap. I mean, it's real expensive, okay? The reason why you go to a baseball game, a football game, the illusion of being part of the game. If a ball comes in the audience, I think it's fair game. They have a million footballs to use, another football. They bring tons and tons of footballs. I think once it hits the stands, no matter what, it's yours. I don't think you should have to.
Well, one guy in this one report was saying people get the football. You can keep the football. Mm-hmm. I remember in soccer you couldn't. I remember in soccer you had to throw it back. I remember one time at the old striker game, some guy got the thing and it was at the old NASL ball with the star on it.
That'd be kind of cool.
It was a really cool ball. Yeah. And he got it and he ran. He took off from Lockhart Stadium. This one guy says the NFL discourages football going in the stands for injury reasons, so they fine players for throwing them into the stands. But players are allowed to give them away to fans by handing them. Like, you got to give it to them. You can't throw it to them. Give them a spiral and get it caught in the face.
Yeah, everybody's a bunch of pussies now. So, any little thing. Oh, I got hit with a soft football lob. Yes. Back in the old days, you got a line drive to the mouth. In a baseball game, you just, you're bloody, but you're happy to have the ball.
Yeah, I got the
today.
Ball. He threw it too hard at me. How dare he?
Yep.
He didn't understand how soft my hands are.
But make a long story short on this one, I think it should be part of the field. Once it's in the crowd, it's yours.
Come get it.
Yep. Come get it.
You got the ball. Come get it.
At least the Bucks did the right thing and they paid this guy off, for it. So, all right, that we wrap that story up. Embarrassing Mother's Day mix-up. I want you to talk about this one.
All right, so people are always trying to stage things up. So Mother's Day thing at a Catholic school.
Okay.
They said, let's send the mothers a nice package. The mothers of our kids, our students. We're going to send them a nice, a little package and stuff. And
so the school system said this. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And has it's St. Elmson's Catholic School in Parkwood held a flower sale for Mother's Day, and the moms ended up with quite a surprise. It says here that the flower, which was a nice little flower inside everything, when you open it up, turned out to be a nice G-string.
Do you know who sent that? All the fathers.
Yeah.
This wasn't a mix-up. The fathers got a hold of that shipment. They're like, we're going to have fun tonight. That's what it was. Yeah. That wasn't a mix-up. That was the fathers getting involved in the whole mix.
The roses were sold out of our Mother's Day plant sale were not the single fox flowers originally intended. Instead, they were Valentine's Day gift intended for adults.
Nice. Happy Mother's Day.
5-year-old lady, that was always I remember I was dating when you're young, like just 18, 20s or whatever. I'm going to get my girl for Valentine's Day. I'm going to get her a dildo and some lingerie.
And that was the gift. Nice gift.
Oh, and some chocolate.
Try that now. You get hit in the head with it. She's like, here, you use this.
Hey, honey, I bought you a dildo and some lingerie for Valentine's Day.
That doesn't work. Hey, when you're in your 40s, that don't work.
Where you going?
Oh, God.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
God.
All right, so here's the next one, and I kind of like this guy, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I kind of respect him. Florida man arrested after repeatedly asking 911 to arrest Joe Biden. I mean, he's got a point there. I mean, he's not completely off his rocker. I mean, the guy needs to be investigated at least, So
well, he's being investigated. That laptop isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, I think it is.
Pinellas County, Florida. This guy, a lot of weirdos come out of that area.
Yeah, they do. That is the little strange part of Florida.
Yeah, Jacob Philbeck, 29, of Palm Harbor, was arrested last Sunday for calling 911 dispatcher several times to say El Chap needed to be freed from prison, and President Biden needed to be placed into prison. So he wanted to release El Chapo. I guess he needed some cocaine.
Yeah.
And he wanted our president to.
I think the El Chapo he went a little too far with.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people feel like, I mean, you can't just, call the police department for every little thing you want to call them. They're not your personal service.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of people feel his pain, with what's going on with the White House. We're not going to get too much into that, but I think a lot of people feel his pain.
Yeah.
And you can't, like I said, you can't use them as your personal service.
And just a little personal message for all of you Democrats out there, liberals, and that they're still trying to defend this Muppet.
Please do.
Just stop.
Yeah.
Enough. I mean,
I like to hear how you defend him. That's why I say please do. Please, if you want to defend him, you're more than welcome to drop a couple of comments and we will respond.
Yes.
I would love to see what you love about
what
him.
he did.
And you can't say the word Trump. You have to say what you like about him without saying the word Trump.
If you want to define how well he's done, it has nothing to do with Trump.
Yep. And just please, because maybe we're wrong. Please make a couple of comments in there and tell us one thing. Just start with one.
Maybe you're really happy with his vice president pick.
Yeah.
Maybe you're really happy with how he's handled inflation.
Yeah.
By blaming everybody else.
Something you like. You must.
And you remember how he said, "I'm going to vanquish the COVID." No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Even
no, and it's still going on. And you want to know something? It hasn't changed one bit. Oh. And DeSantis got it right. We love DeSantis. He got it right. He opened the borders.
By the way, Dr. Fauci said that if Trump wins in 2024, he will leave the White House. You bet you're going to fucking leave, dude.
You'll have no choice. You'll be thrown out. Exactly.
Get out of here, you asshole.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of spring cleaning. Believe me, there'll be a lot of. And let me tell you something. I'll be very surprised if we have another Democrat in a long time. And I'll tell you why. All the hardcore liberals are always going to stick, no matter. Charles Manson, they would vote for the hardcore liberals, no matter if he was Democrat. But I'm seeing a lot of people in the middle and slightly to the left that are I know several people that I've talked to that's voted for Biden, not Trump, that are regretting.
Just look at the polls. Look at the polls. He's got like a 20% approval rating.
Yep. But that are really regretting. If you hit, and let me tell you something. If you hit under 40%, you really have an issue because when your own party, when only half your party likes you, you have a problem.
Well, of course, they're trying to use this abortion potential thing to cause a bit of a, to give them something to fight for.
Yep.
And everybody gives, you're gonna ban. Like, listen. There's states there'll be if it happens, each state will make their own decision.
California, you can do whatever you want. You can get coat hangers and do it yourself in California.
So go, don't leave California, come to Florida.
No, just stay in California.
Just stay in California.
Yeah.
Fuck like banshees. Get pregnant. Have an abortion.
And then if you have an unwanted child, bring them to your little hut and you shoot your needles together. And go to LA. There's open housing.
You can sell the baby.
Yeah, sell the baby, black market. So you don't worry about it. So all you people that worry about Roe versus Wade, just go to California.
Yeah,
I don't care either way, to be honest with you. I think there's too many people on this planet anyway. So, the ones that want to, the funniest thing.
You know what I want to do? I want to bring back abortion, but I want to go after people that are already in their 20s.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you should be able to go, I know you're 33 years old, but you should
Or if you can't afford a child, I have no problem with it. If you can't afford a child, you're going to give this child a horrible life.
I mean, you should be. The person should still be at least be consulted. You got to figure that out because it's annoying.
I know.
So, you're picking up. I was out somewhere the other day and somebody did the same thing. They kept picking up and smashing on the glass table.
So, I figured it out.
I know. I'm glad you figured it out. But, and the lady kept doing that and dropping it on the table. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize. Well,
Doug is very easily distracted. He's he's ADD.
What's all this road rage here, man? Florida's got me fucking uptight. I'm gonna kill somebody.
One slight little noise, the whole show stops. We have to.
What's that? What the fuck is that?
Oh, that's hilarious. And our last story.
Oh boy.
Last story we're gonna do, and we went through this pretty quick. I'll let you tell us last story.
Leader of feces eating cult arrested after 11 dead bodies discovered during a raid. Now,
what country was this?
I
gotta know what country.
Well, thanks for. I'll tell you, had to be in one of these outer islands.
Yeah.
The leader of Chayafum province on Sunday, wherever Chayafum is.
I think somewhere near Orlando, isn't it?
Yeah, it's right. It's right. It's in that Walt Disney district.
All those people, yeah.
Law enforcement had already been made aware of this group after allegations were shared that the community had been consuming the bodily fluids of its leader.
Ugh.
Not just your own shit, you're eating his shit.
Now
hold on a second. It's hard to get people enrolled in any kind of fucking group.
I can't get people to do anything.
I can't get people to buy.
I can't get my workers to throw out trash from me. I pay them.
I couldn't get people to buy me the world's finest chocolate bars from me. But this guy's got people getting in line to come eat his shit.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, man. There's some. You know what? This just goes to show how many gullible people there are, man. That they're willing to join a cult.
Yes.
Willing to join a cult to do this.
Are you alone? Do you want to be part of a family?
Eat my shit.
Come with me and eat my shit. Yes. Oh, it's very good for you. Eat my shit. No, you get no pimples. You get the big boner. Yes, get big boner. I mean, you have to brush your teeth 10 times a day.
But can you imagine that there's actually people that these people can connive everybody to do anything? Yeah. And let me tell you something. Think about this. The first time you have to do that, when you first join the cult, like, really, this is part of the cult? Yeah, it's part of the cult. And you don't drop out. And I'm just curious how those 11 people died. I wonder if it was from the septic, all the,
Yeah, it's in Thailand. Cult-like groups are uncommon in Thailand. 2000, there was a rape cult back in the day.
Crazy.
Yeah, revealed where female students say they were promised spiritual practice only to be coerced into sex or raped by its founder. At least they have to eat their shit.
Yeah, people are they're just lost, man. There's a lot of lost souls out there.
Imagine you're in a group. Okay, that's some people. I mean, they're wearing grass skirts and shit. That's kind of weird. And then you're like, okay, the first rule of the color, we all get together at 8:00 every week, right here at the hut. And then we get here, and then what we do, I eat a big Arby's sandwich, and then after I eat the big Arby's beef and cheddar, I eat 2 of them. I come out and shit all over the table. And you have to come and eat it up. That's all it takes to be in our club. Man.
Insane. But just goes to show you, those are probably Biden supporters doing this. And this goes to show you how, because no conservatives doing that. I'm telling you right now, no Trump supporters eating shit. I mean, I just got to call it like it is. It's just not happening. Yeah. So listen, guys, we're going to end on that note, which is a pretty good note to end on. Yeah. And don't take shit from anybody. That's the moral of the story. That's right. Listen, everybody. Time's coming up, man. You can have your time to revote and redo what you have to do. We can fix this mess. And this is why we have this show, to have our, to speak what we speak and, have our voice, So guys, please watch and share. Just please watch and share and make a comment.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Hanging with Mark and Dougie, and our Facebook page, Hanging with Mark and Dougie Show. Go there, subscribe and share it, like we said. Yeah. And, and if you don't like it, make some comments. Tell us, hey,
listen,
I would join a shit-eating cult. Let us know.
Exactly. Maybe we're wrong on certain things. We'd like to hear your opinion.
We don't know how he's cooking that shit.
Exactly.
Maybe add a little Parmesan cheese.
Might be good. Maybe some we don't know about. So what I'm doing Wednesday, I'm going to see your show. I'm going actually to Tavolino's. Me and my friend Mike, we all went to high school together, and we're going to come to the show. Good food, great comedy. I mean, the show is amazing. I mean, it's free.
It's tonight. It's on right now. It's 8:00. We're recording the show.
No, I'm talking about your show.
I know we're talking about, but these people are going to be watching this tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But see if you get a chance to go to your show too.
All right, Ben, you got to edit that out. But you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Tavolino's, but absolutely, it's gonna be fun.
Yes, yeah, you should check it out. And me, I do what I always do, man. I buy, sell. If you have baseball cards, autographs, comic books, jewelry, watches, Rolexes, gold, silver, we buy it all. Come to my shop, 418 North Federal Highway. We will appraise it for free. We will give you top dollar on it. Top dollar, guaranteed top dollar, and we'll pay you cash. So it's that easy. The easy steps. 418 North Federal Highway, cash for collectibles.
And for the first 10 people that bring Mark some cards to look at, he'll give you a lump of his shit.
I will pay nothing but top dollar.
He's on the keto diet now, so
exactly.
It's really,
there's not much coming out.
No, it's like a load, like a big brick.
Next time you see me, Doug, you're gonna see me even thinner, man. I'm getting lean, man. Everybody, peace out. Enjoy what you do in life, and that's about it, man. What else you got? You got anything to finish off with, Doug?
Follow me at Dougie Dangerous on Instagram and on TikTok at Funny Fiduciary. Thank you, guys, everybody.
Boom.
Ciao.